वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. Welcome everybody to a very, very special show. This is a show to raise awareness and to create awareness amongst all the youngsters and all the Sangat watching. So as you know, there's a lot happening at the moment in India regarding our farmers. So I thought it's really important that we have a show where we are actually teaching and inspiring the younger generation and telling them what's happening and why it is so important and why the farmers' protest should be, why everybody should know about it, especially the younger generation, because I'm pretty sure, there's a lack of education at the moment in terms of youngsters, as in we don't really get to tell them or they don't understand what's happening. So the whole idea behind this show is to teach the young generation about what's happening and why it's so important. So with me today, I am so happy and blessed, I should say, to be joined by such beautiful children. So Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So we're going to go round. Thank you. We're going to go round and I want you to introduce yourselves, your name, your age and where you're from. So if we start off with Narayan Singh.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. My name's Narayan Singh, I'm 13 and I'm from Birmingham.
My name's Ishwar Singh and I'm 10 and I'm also from Birmingham.
Thank you very much. Your name?
Paris.
Paris, cool. How old are you?
3.
Show everybody how old you are. Do you know how to put your fingers up, 3 fingers? No? Okay. So your name's Paris and what are you going to be doing today?
Coloring.
So my little helper is going to be busy colouring, which I'll explain in a moment what she's colouring. But then we've got beautiful children at the top. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Your name and your age and tell us where you're from.
Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
I'm Sarup Singh, I'm 11 and I'm from Gerrards Cross.
I'm Rhea Kaur, I'm 10 years old and I'm from Gerrards Cross.
I'm Vidya and I'm 7 years old and I'm from Gerrards Cross.
Beautiful. How old are you? Sorry?
7.
7. Oh, thank you so much to all of you actually for taking time out and joining me to teach everybody about the farmers' protest. So thank you so much. And I can't wait to hear all about it from you guys. You can do green. So recently, I have been following, your parents' social media, and I came across pages, your parents' page, and I was so inspired by the content that you guys are producing, and it really, you guys took my breath away, and I was so shocked to see such young age groups learning about the farmers' protest. So I thought, you know what, we've got this platform. A huge thank you to Seek Channel. I need to actually bring you guys out there so you can raise awareness. You guys have been writing lots of poems, I know. You guys, which I'll show you in a moment, you've got lots of props made. So that's why I thought it's so important to have you, all of you, onto this show. Because don't forget, it's your show, okay? The Seek Channel is everybody's channel. So I am actually so blessed to have you guys here. So thank you for that. So we're going to start the show with a little bit of a fun game. Now, I've got some I can't show you. I've got some stuff with me at the moment, and then it's going to lead on to the topic of our show. So, kids, I want you to guess what we've got today. We've been very selective, haven't we, Paris? So we spent the afternoon trying to gather some things from my kitchen, and I've kind of borrowed the kids' utensils, which hopefully they won't kill me for. So, I'm showing you the answer there. So I'm thinking of something, kids, that's orange, okay? It changes colour when it's cooked, and it's cooked in water, and it's very, very yummy, and you always get this at the Gurdwara. What could it be? And it's from India, the most important. Yellow dal. Woohoo! Fantastic. Yellow dal. It's actually orange. Oh, it's actually orange, as you see, and it changes colour. Okay, great. Now so it's a bit like I Spy This game. I'm thinking of something orange again. It's round. It gives us our vitamin C. What could it be?
Orange!
Oranges! Well done. So Paris just totally gave that away. Now, it's going to get harder. So I've got something here. If you can see, I'm not sure if you can see well. They are tiny black little balls. Okay.
And they look like raisins.
Yeah, it does. It looks a bit like raisins. We've all got this at home, and it goes together with salt. What could it be?
Pepper.
Pepper.
Pepper. Black pepper. Woohoo! Yep, perfect.
Got it.
Now then, I've got something else in my little toy patilla. Look how cool that is. I have got something that's white. They're long grains. They're also produced in India by our lovely farmers.
Rice.
And they look like crayons.
Who likes rice? Rice. And you can eat this with everything. You can have it with your dal. You can have it with your curry.
It looks like crayons.
Yeah, it's long like a crayon. Good. So well done. You guessed the rice. Okay, now this one. These are known as sweet wood. What wood can we eat that's sweet? Cinnamon. Well done.
Yeah.
Have you guys? It's very hard, isn't it? Have you guys smelt cinnamon before?
Yeah.
Smell it.
Yeah.
Really nice and strong, isn't it? Excellent. Now, did you know gingerbread men also have cinnamon in there? So it's very important for children. Yeah, it's a key ingredient for baking. Good. What else? Oh, this. What does mummy drink a lot of?
Tea.
So we know tea is also produced in India, but what am I thinking of? It goes in your jar. It's like masala, but it's green, and they're like green little cloves. What could it be?
Nuts.
Not nuts. I don't put nuts in my tea.
Lettuce.
Yeah, green cardamom, and you've also got a black cardamom. But lettuce is so important. Ask your BBs, ask your babas, whoever loves tea in the house. It's me in my house. Green lettuce is a really key ingredient in tea. That's also produced in India. What have I got left? Okay, something that monkeys love to eat. Do monkey noise, Paris. You're good at this.
Banana.
Did you know some bananas, love my toy banana there. Did you know some bananas are also produced in India by our beautiful farmers? So, well done kids, you guessed 10 out of 10 there. You all got every single one right. Well done. So, this is how the farmers' protest affects us all, yeah? If it wasn't for the farmers, there wouldn't be no cinnamon for your gingerbreads. I wouldn't have no ledgy for my tea. I wouldn't have tea. There wouldn't be much rice. Yeah. We wouldn't have our dal. We'd literally starve a little bit because a lot of stuff comes from our beautiful farmers in India. Even our fruit. Okay? So that's why it's so important we raise awareness to show people that yes, although they're in India, people might think, how does it affect us? We've got our farmers from Spain or Europe, but no, a lot of our foods in England come from our farmers in India. So now I'm going to hand it over to Sarup Singh and your beautiful sister Ria and your brother to tell us about what's happening in your own words, what's happening in India. So now it's your turn to tell us and let everybody else know at home as well.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. I'm Sarup Singh. You may or may not know about the farmers' protest. I'm going to talk to you about it so everyone can raise awareness. We wanted to take a minute to talk about one of the largest protests that is currently taking place in the world, but isn't quite getting the media attention it should deserve. So if you haven't heard about the farmers' protest taking place in Delhi right now, here is some information. The Indian government made 3 agricultural bills without consulting the farmers. These bills will ultimately have the biggest negative effect on the farmers in India, mainly Punjab. Farmers from all over India have been at protest, which is now in its 73rd day, in the hope that the Indian government will revoke these laws. Why does this affect us? Well, so many foods and spices are imported from India, which we use daily, and this will affect us. 3 of my grandparents are from Punjab, and if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here right now. So we owe it to them to talk about these issues that directly affect all of us. On the 26th of January, there was a tractor rally in Delhi. We couldn't be part of it, but my sister and brother have made a tractor, and we have spoken about this rally between us and its importance to everyone, not just us. I'm really proud and grateful for everyone at the farmers' protest, and also super proud of my Nanny ji, who is also there. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki
Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Wow. So your Nani Ji is there, did you say?
Yeah.
Wow. And do you communicate with her on a regular basis? Has she been in touch and has she shared her experience with you?
Yeah, we've been calling her every day and talking to her about the farmers' protest.
Wow. And what is she saying? So what are the conditions like? So as we can all imagine, it's freezing at the moment. If it's cold here, it's worse in India. They don't even have heating, etc. And they're outside. Good girl. And they're outside. So, they're having to have ishnan outside. They're having to eat outside, sit outside. That's not what their age group should be doing, is it? They shouldn't be out there. So
No.
that's incredible. So what they're doing, it's, they are creating a legacy, for example, and they are doing this for us. They don't need to do that. They're old, they're weak. They are older. So if you think of your grandparents, for example, always think, would I want my grandparents sitting outside in the cold protesting at their age? Of course we wouldn't.
No.
So that's why this is so important that India does something about this, about the bills, and they actually listen to the protest, because at the end of the day, we need our grandparents, all the farmers out there, we need them safe and back home, don't we? And, you've seen all the pictures of the farmers protesting. It is a peaceful protest, but what's happening at the moment? What's the media portraying them as?
The media isn't showing anything, and they're not really helping the farmers. They're not revoking the farmer bills.
Exactly, they're not. And again, it's not good. So the whole aim for this show as well is to raise awareness. And, we're hoping that the word gets out there, and people that don't know, the children that don't know, hopefully now they will know. Is there anything else you'd like to share, Sarup Singh and Ria?
Yeah. We made this.
Oh, wow. That is beautiful. So what have you created there? It's a beautiful poster, isn't it?
Vaheguru Ji
talk
Ka
us through that.
Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. My name is Ria Kaur. I've designed this art to show what's been happening in the farmers' protest. UK imports so much from India, as you can see. This is only a small part of the stuff we use in our cooking. Since the protest started, the farmers have made langar, a communal kitchen for thousands. Hospitals, libraries, schools for underprivileged kids, a newspaper that provides honest news from the ground, Trolley Times. Delhi police are really bad. They have put barricades up, stopped the internet, even put nails in the roads. Take back your 3 farmer bills. We do not want them. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
That is incredible. That is just amazing. So talk us through this beautiful poster you've made. So what have you put on there? So it all demonstrates what's happening, doesn't it?
So around the edges we have 8 tractors. Here on the corner there's a yellow barricade, 3 nails, and a no entry sign. Over here there's a sign that we want the 3 farmers' bills to be taken back. Here we have jar, haldi, jeera, lechi, long, and lal mirch.
Wow. So that's how it affects everyone, doesn't it? Because all that stuff comes from the farmers. Beautiful. And you've even put the nails in the barricades. That's absolutely amazing. Well done, Ria. That's incredible. How long did that take?
We did it last night, and
Well done. A lot of thoughts
Quite a
gone
long
into
time.
that. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. You should be so proud of yourselves. Well done. So what are you going to do with that poster? where can you put it, for example, to raise more awareness?
We can share on social media.
Yep, you put it in your window.
On my dad's page.
Yeah, of course, on social media and your windows. Yep, because remember, it's lockdown.
Yeah.
People go for walks. The best way to raise awareness is through your window, for example. Excellent, or even your car. Perfect. Well done. Anything else you'd like to share? You've got a poem, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. What would you like to say?
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. My name is Vidyoga Singh. Nurdeep Kaur is an activist who was abducted by the police from her tent at the farmers' protest. She has been tortured and really bad stuff has happened to her in police custody. There are also so many other farmers illegally in jails. Delhi police are really bad. I stand with farmers.
Thanks, Ben. About Navdeep Kaur as well. That's so important. Okay, so she has been abducted and we need her released as well. Excellent. So, Billy, please, they're not really helping the situation at all. They're not helping. If anything, they're making things a bit worse because our farmers are actually protesting peacefully and a lot of people have also disappeared. So, we really need to come together and get the message out there. And what we can do is, if you are feeling helpless, which I've been feeling really helpless, we can do ardas every day, every morning to Guruji that please help the farmers. Let's, sort this issue out so that everyone can return home. Excellent. Thank you so much for raising awareness there. Narayan Singh, we'll go to you now. What would you like to share?
Okay, so I've written a few words just to explain what I think about what's going on, and yeah.
Your perspective. Good. Take it away.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. My name is Narayan Singh. I'm 13 years old, and today I would like to share with you all my perspective on the current situation regarding Kisans in India. The situation that has been ongoing since November is something quite close to my heart and something I feel very passionately about. I am a fourth generation British Sikh and I owe the privileges of the life I live to the fruits of the very land that the Kisans are fighting for and the Indian government is ultimately trying to take away. The bills the Indian government have recently passed will result in my family and millions of others in similar situations losing their cherished land. Although this may not immediately affect them, this is the reality of long-term implications, which means they will lose their means to earning a living. So why should you and me, sitting in a foreign country, thousands of miles away, be concerned about helping them? Firstly, without farmers, there would be no food. But on a more personal level, we as third, fourth and fifth generation Sikhs would not even be here without the money earned from endless hours of hard work and sacrifices made by our ancestors in farming this land. To show our respect and appreciation for the legacy they left by our earlier generations, we must stand with Kisan in solidarity. But above this, we must remember our Sikhi and what our Gurus taught us to be fearless in the face of injustice. This protest is the biggest in the history of the world. The Kisans have now been sitting on the streets on the borders of Delhi for 3 months. There are young children, elderly men and women that have been beaten by the Indian authorities whilst peacefully protesting in inhumane conditions and extreme cold. During this time, the Indian government has put forward proposals that the Kisans have rejected, as they have been half-hearted attempts to end the Kisan protests. So where are we now, and what next? Many of us have been involved in supporting the Kisans, by means of raising awareness of the cause. There have been protest rallies across the world. We have been raising awareness across social media platforms, all this while battling with the Indian government, imposing media blackouts and many other institutions we would have hoped would support us have turned a blind eye. But this week, as many of you may be aware, we seem to have made some progress. The farmers' protest has been recognised and highlighted by several well-established social media influencers, and this has generated a lot of attention. Kamala Harris, the niece of the Vice President of America, and Greta Thunberg, a young UN ambassador for climate change, have tweeted in support of the Kisans. We must continue the pressure by posting on social media, educating our peers, and ensuring our information is accurate. Please don't forget, Kisans are not just Sikhs, but people of many different faiths and backgrounds. This is not about religious feud, but about human rights and our rights to a fair and just democracy. Thank you for listening. So to conclude, it is so important we continue to make our voices heard. But above all, we must remember to keep the ball in our ardas. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Thank you so much. That was absolutely amazing. Well done. And you've raised a lot of valid points there. And as we know, it's taken Rihanna's tweet to raise some awareness. So we're getting there. But did you see the response that we had from the government? Yeah, they went crazy. And that's not how it should be. But everything that everybody has been doing, it's working. And you're right, we're getting somewhere. Hopefully if we continue this, we will get out, the message will get out there and something will be done. I don't know what it's going to take, but I think we're on the right path and something's going to happen soon, and I hope it does anyway. But you raised a really good point there about our Sikhi. We have faced trouble, a hardship from day one. Our Gurujis have been an example and shown us that what should we do? One, we should accept Hukam, but we need to stand strong in our faith and not waver. We should be very strong and we should always keep faith and bharosa in Guruji, because if his ardas will work. Well done. Excellent. Anything else you'd like to add?
I just think it's really important that we carry on posting on social media, creating posters, making sure people know what's going on. It's so important, and although it may get harder and then get better, we have to carry on. We can't give up. We just have to remember our Sikhi and everything that the Gurus have taught us about not giving up.
Excellent. And they've been through it in the past and it's occurring again. We've got such a beautiful history to look back at and think, if they did it, we can do it, Hannah. Really, really good points there. Well done. That's excellent. Talking of posters, as you are all aware, so we've recently launched a brand new campaign to encourage children to raise awareness. So children can also play their part. And as you can see this poster, so recently the campaign involves you children to print pictures off and to stick them in on your window to raise awareness, just how we did for the NHS, but this time for our farmers. And another thing you can do is print these off and actually post them to your neighbours, people on your streets, so they can all take part as well. That's something me and the kids did. But for everybody watching, you can get these posters from the Sikh Channel website. So that's www.sikhchannel.tv/kids. Or you can follow us on Creative Khalsa and Sikh Channel on social media, on Instagram, and you can get the posters there. But again, the whole idea for this campaign was that we involved children. They will colour in, they will ask questions to their parents. Oh, what are we colouring in? Why? And it's again to teach children and to raise awareness. So when you are back at school in March, hopefully, you can actually take the poster with you to school. You can, explain to your fellow class students, your teachers about why it's so important. And so exactly what we've just done today, you can go and do that at school. And even now, it's a good idea, actually, if you do email your teachers and, when they ask, what have you been doing during lockdown? You can easily talk about this. So again, Surup Singh and Ria, I can see you guys have also printed the pictures off at the back. Well done for being involved. Again, so everyone print these off, put them in your window, and let's just get the message across to everybody, because I've noticed the idea came not only the NHS, so most of us did colourful rainbows, but when I always go for a walk, you tend to just look at windows when you walk, because I don't know, that's what you do, that's what I do. And if I see something like this, I would stop and think, oh, it's colourful and it's got tractors, so straight away you'll know. And again, if people have been reading about this or come across this on social media, all they need to do is just search about the Indian farmers and they'll get lots of information. So it's just a starting point, I guess, to raise awareness, and the whole point is it involves children. That's a really good way to spread awareness as well. Another thing we can all do is donate. So there are lots of charities working really, really hard to look after the farmers as well. So that's really important. We can raise awareness on social media. And the biggest thing that we can all do, which is free, is do ardas. And that's from the bottom of our heart. So every day, kids, try and take part in some kind of part, sit together as a family, do your part and stand together and do ardas for the farmers, because Guruji will listen. As you said, it might take time. Things might get worse before they get better. But I think we're on the right track, and you kids as well, you're such a huge inspiration. And I'm sure everybody that's been watching today, they're going to take ideas from you all. So, Ria, would you show us the tractor you made and tell us the story behind that?
Thank
you. That's
this
incredible.
This is the tractor we've made. We've also got some logos on them.
Beautiful. That is amazing. Really, really good. Again, display these in your window so when people walk past, you'll think, why have they done this? Really, really good idea. Well done. Anything else you'd like to share?
I have a poem I can read.
Sure.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. If you ate today, thank a farmer. When a seed is planted, hope is planted. Green, rich and ripe farms. We fold our hands and we pray to the seasons. Be kind to my vessel. Harvest has arrived. This child of mine is ready to leave. Bring joy to many as they eat. Hard work, blood, sweat and tears. Do you ever stop to think who planted this seed? The value of this seed is easily forgotten. For large supermarkets have made shopping a breeze. If you ate today, stop and threes. Thank a farmer. The 3 farmer bills, they're not here to support. Modi, why take away MSP? What do you know about farming? You became Prime Minister standing on a tie line. So Modi, understand this, the farmers are here to fight. In each we see the light of the divine. We are the descendants of a warrior faith. If you look closely, maybe you will see. Do your part. We don't want the farmers to fall apart. Farmers commit suicide over these crops. You don't know what it's like to go through their thoughts. Maybe you will see the power of this little seed. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Beautiful poem. Thank you so much. And I love the line that says, if you ate today, thank a farmer. So again, everyone, when you eat your roti tonight, just think, thank you, Guruji, but thank you to the farmers as well for, it's all their hard work, their sweat, their blood, their tears that's gone into that. And again, let's just pray together that something happens very soon. I think what we will do now to end the show, Ishir, is there anything, or anyone else would like to say anything? Jogga, would you like to say anything? Ria, Surup Singh, anything else before we do some party together?
Yes, so I think it's very important
Isha, were you saying something? Sorry.
I think it's very important that we spread the message around so everybody gets an idea of what's going on and everybody knows what's happening, because it's very important. And they're importing food for us, but it's also important for them to be fed and them to be taken care of, not just us as well. So I think it's very important.
Fantastic. And again, the school idea. So you're all young, you're students, you go to school. You can use your school as a platform to raise awareness. So another urge to everybody watching as well, even you guys, email your head teachers, message your teachers, try and do an assembly if you can through the internet at home, because I know all learning's from home. Try and get involved and sit there and think, what can I do as a young student to get the message across to my school? So for example, if we were back in school, an easy way, a lovely way, is to print out some leaflets with all the information on, so you can hand it out to your friends, the school can hand it out. If you've all got online pages such as Moodle or whatever you guys use, so I use Google Classroom for example, start uploading stuff on there if you can, with permission from your teachers. I think that's another way we can raise awareness in schools, because don't forget, we've all got a part to play in this. So our farmers, our grandparents are out there physically fighting for us. What can we do sitting in such a beautiful country? We've got everything. So just start thinking of ideas of what we can do. So the posters is a really good, it's a good start. Let's now think of what other things we can do as children to raise awareness. Excellent. Let's do some parts together. So there's 5 kids today. Let's all do 5 Moolmantar jobs together now. Are we okay with that? We're good? Yeah? So everybody at home, I want you to join in, and this is in remembrance for our farmers. Remember, they are our farmers, our grandparents out there fighting for us. So everybody at home, join in. Let's do 5 Moolmantar jobs. Ik oankar
Satnam Kartapur Nirvau Nirvau
Ajuni Sabang Gur Prasad Jap
Prasad
God Sach
Such to
Happy
God
Sach
Happy
Happy Sach Nanak Hosi Sach Ek Onkar Satnam Karta
Satnam
Purak
Kartapur Nirvau
All Murat Ajuni Sabang Gur Prasad Jap Sach Jugaad Sach Happy Sach
Happy Such
Nanak Hosi Speed Sach Ek Onkar Satnam
Satnam Kartapur
Karta Purak Nirvau All Murat Ajuni Sabang Gur Prasad Jap Sach Jugaad Sach Happy Sach Nanak Hosi Sach. And then the last 2 jobs. So Sarup Singh and you guys do one, and then Narayan Singh and Isha can do the last one.
Ek Onkar Satnam Kartapur Nirvau Nirvai Karmurti Juni Sarvam Prasad Jap Aad Sach Jugaad Sach Happy Sach Nanak Hosi Pi Sach.
And Narayan.
Ik onkar Satnam Karta Purak Nirvau Nirvair Akal Murat Ajuni Sabang Gur Prasad Jap Aad Sach Jugaad Sach Happy Sach Nanak Hosi Pi Sach.
So Sarup Singh first, you 3. I want you to do nice loud Jagara, and then Narayan and Isha I want you to do. So you guys at the top, take it away.
Bole So Nihal Sat Sri Akal.
Bulai Sonihal Sat Sri
Akal.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for coming on today and spreading awareness. I am so happy that you guys came, and I'm so inspired by you all. So you've worked so well, so hard. It really, really means a lot. Thank you very much. Any message before we end the show? Any message for people watching or the children watching? Is there anything in particular you want to say? So we'll go one by one.
As we can, and just make progress, and then we can help our farmers, and then we can get back to normal. Stay
Fantastic.
safe.
Stay safe, yep. And don't forget, it's COVID. There's a pandemic in the world, and our farmers are still out there fighting for their rights. It shouldn't be the case. Well done. And Ria, any message? Surup, Yoga Singh?
I just wanted to say everyone could try and share this on social media, and everyone needs to be grateful for what they have.
Fantastic. We really do. Thank you. And if we ever moan or get upset, just think, I'm not sitting out in the cold. I'm young. Yeah, I can make a difference. So whenever you feel down, it's also been mental health week for children. So again, stay in Chardi Kala, because I think that's a key word that sums up the entire protest, doesn't it? What are all those farmers actually in? They're in that Chardi Kala spirit, and we should look up to them and think, if they can do it, we can do anything as well. Yep. Have you noticed, even on the pictures we are shown, everybody's happy. No one's crying. No one's moaning. They are still there, and they've been out in the cold since December. That just shows our Sikhi spirit is still alive. They are still in Chardi Kala. So whenever you feel down, look at them and think, they are in Chardi Kala. That's how I should be. That is my goal in life. Chardi Kala. Remember that key word. Excellent. Thank you. I'm going to stop talking now. Thank you so much, kids, for coming on and sharing your lovely poems, experiences, your opinions, and sharing your beautiful artwork. Thank you once again. And to everybody at home watching, please take part in the campaign to raise awareness. Get these posters posted on your windows and share with as many people as you can. That's it for today, and a huge thank you to everybody watching. Remember, we've got an Instagram page, Creative Khalsa, so do give us any feedback via there. If you'd like to come on to more shows, let me know as well. But for now, that's it. Thank you, kids. Thank you so much. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.